Hi there and welcome back to Carrick Studio. Great to have you on board again. We have our electricity restored after that storm Eowyn. My goodness, it was a strong wind, big storm. We got away very lightly. However, we lost electricity for about 12, 13, 14 hours. So it was, yeah, it was hard. It's amazing how much you appreciate things, and when you've lost, when you don't have access to them any longer. I actually ended up reading a book and smoking my pipe, and do you know what? I was thoroughly enjoying it. It was great. I had no problem. My kids, on the other hand, they had a problem. They didn't know what to do. Seriously, it was difficult for them. They made up for it. They were playing darts, and they had a lot of music downloaded on the phone. It was one of my, so like they were playing music through one of these Bluetooth speakers. So yeah, they were fine. The schools were closed for the day because it was a red warning, so they're not allowed to open anyway. Anyway, I digress. Today I'm going to take you through a review as such. It's basically introducing you to one of my favourite flakes. I have others, but this is one that I would have smoked a lot of. It used to come in a little rectangular tin, but now unfortunately, quite probably because it's just standardised in the factory in Scandinavian tobacco product, it's in a circular tin. As you can see, Erinmore Flake. Now there's another version of this. They call it Erinmore Mixture, and I'm not 100% sure if it's exactly the same thing, and one rubbed out and one flake, but I have a feeling there's probably a slight discrepancy there. There might be some slight differences. So today we're going to start with the flake. I'm going to be using my favourite Peterson pipe that I need to assemble, and I'm going to use the same format as when I went through the Sutliff blends. That is using a new filter and a new filt pad and a clean pipe, and we'll take it from there. So what I'll do, let me just get my pipe ready first. So I got a new packet of these Blitz system. They're really nice, these. They're half the cost of a Peterson and exactly the same format, do exactly the same thing. So yeah, I'm quite happy to use these. So I'll just slide that inside there nicely, and then into the pipe it goes. Okay, I think I might have got that straight away. Perfect. Okay, so the pipe in question is this one, and we are going to, if for anyone that wants to know exactly, it's the Peterson X105. Okay, and smokes absolutely beautifully. I bought this as an Irish second actually, and I can find very little fault. I think the stem is slightly off, not much, but it smokes beautifully. So if you want to buy a new Peterson pipe but you don't want to spend an absolute fortune, you can buy the second, and they're actually really quite good. Fraction of the cost. Anyway, once again I digress. Let's go back to this Erinmore Flake. So I'll just open this up. Now this isn't brand new tin, okay? I've had this for close to 6 months, I'd say. So it's been previously opened. Okay, and open. You see the shape of the packet? It's square. Alright? That was designed to fit into a rectangular tin, not a circular tin. This is the exact same packaging that you would get in the little rectangular tins. I'll see if I can actually find one out. And these are the flakes. Okay, nice flakes, aren't they? And there's a few different ways you can smoke these. I'm just going to take one of these out now. All right. And so there's my flake. Now you can fold it in half. Now it's already broken in half like that, and then fold it again like so, and then again if you like, and just squish it together so it's like a little square ball, and then pop that in. Or you can, you know, fold it and fold it and fold it. I actually prefer now just to rub it out a little bit. So let's just get this camera down a little bit. So I like to just rub them out. Because what I find is when you put it into the pipe the other way, sometimes it just doesn't light as well. And it definitely doesn't stay lit for a while. And you end up puffing on it to get it to stay lit. And then you can end up with a very hot pipe. And you don't want that, do you? You want to smoke that all your tobacco's cool, not too hot. Simply because you'll ruin the flavour of the tobacco, dry it out quickly, and you will end up with tongue bite, because the smoke will be coming out really hot, and it's the last thing you want. You want it to run smoothly, you want it to smoke smoothly and as cool as possible. Obviously you want a little bit of heat in it, because if there's flavours inside of there and oils, they need a bit of heat to get the flavour to come out. And also you need a bit of the heat to keep it lit, because it'll be a bit moist. Right, so you can see it's quite coarse. I don't have it absolutely mega fine. You know, you can do, I guess, but I find it's nice like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to, I forgot to put one of these filter pads in. I'll just pop that in there. Okay. Right. And then I just load it in. So fill it up. Okay. Push down gently. Fill it up. I don't know if you can see this so easily. Right. Just check that's the draw. That's okay. And then the last bit in there. Make sure that's not too tight. Oh, that's okay. Okay, and what I tend to do then is I'll just pop the little scraps to one side of the package, because they come in handy sometimes when you want. Just put a few smaller bits into your pipe. Okay, so Erinmore Flake. And now we shall light her up and see how we get on. So today I'm using my trusty Zippo. And before you all worry, about the lighter fluid, that's got it's a butane insert. Okay, so there's no lighter fluid taste in here. This is gas butane. Okay, we have it lit. It's a nice smooth smoke. Welcome back, Erinmore. It's been a few weeks since I've had some of you. Now, this is classed as an aromatic, believe it or not, but it's really not. You're not going to pull an awful lot of aromatic flavours out of this. It's a strong tobacco, as in very good quality tobacco. Virginia's and Burley, and yeah, it tastes as good today as it did back when Murray's made it. It has a small floral essence about it, a little citrus, but it's not strong, not by any shape of the imagination. I like this. It's got a bit of a flavour, but not huge. It's very, very subtle. So do you remember when we were looking at the Sutcliffe blends that we tested, and they were always on the Sutcliffe website saying it's a subtle flavouring of. That wasn't subtle. This is subtle. Massive difference. And I think all those people that are familiar with Erinmore would agree. This is a subtle flavour. So subtle it's almost non-existent. It just adds to the overall roundness of the tobacco. And because it's a flake, you rub it out to the texture that you desire, and it is slightly moist, so it does sometimes take a few relights, but if you puff away on it gently, not too hard, because this will get the bowl hot if you do that, and you don't want that. You want it to remain as cool as you can but lit, and get those flavours. It's Virginia forward, in my opinion. So, I'm not sat in front of my computer screen, as you've obviously seen. I decided to sit in one of my comfy chairs today, and we can see the websites on the mobile phone. So, first of all, I just need to find them. The Erinmore Flake. Okay. So, I use exactly the same websites, because we're getting like a benchmark of opinion there that way, aren't we? So, Miss Moran, this is where I bought it from when I was up in Dublin or in Belfast. I'm going to read this out to you because it's well worth reading. It's interesting. A bit of history as well. So I need to give it a few puffs to get it going again. So, Erinmore Flake is blended from Virginia, Black Cavendish and Burley leaf, topped with a secret floral and fruit essence. Another one of those blends which was produced at Murray's factory in Belfast. The Virginias are the lead component in the blend, correct, with notes of hay, tangy citrus, dark fruit and earth, which complement and enhance the natural floral and fruit essence. The Burley adds notes of nuts, wood and earth, while the Black Cavendish adds a sweet vanilla note, albeit in a minor role. I would say very, very minor, almost non-existent role. This is a wonderful aromatic flake which is medium in terms of its strength and nicotine content. And that I would agree with that. Now I'm just trying to see if I can pull out any of those flavours that they were describing there. It does have that tangy citrusness, but that's mostly from the Virginia, I'd say. And a bit of the dark fruit flavour in them, and hair, I suppose. That's one way of putting it, I suppose. But it is like an earthy type mixture. It's not too sweet, if at all. You may get those vanilla tones later on through the bowl, but not at first, because it's not heated up enough. You need to have the tobacco warmed up before you can pull all these flavours that it mentions there. Okay, so that was its official description. And then if we go into tobacco review, it gets a relatively low star rating. So out of 4, it's a 2.95. And it has a similar description. I'll read it because it's worth reading. The leaf tobaccos for Erinmore are selected from only premium tobacco growing regions of the world. The blend consists of mature Virginia, mellow Burley and a sweet dark earth cure tobacco. It is pressed into cakes, aged and cut into slices, providing a mellow and cool smoke with a flowery and fruity note. I think that's more accurate. Formerly blended by Murray & Sons in the UK until 2005, it's now produced by the Scandinavian Tobacco Group and the Orlik factory in Assens, which is in Denmark. Okay, so the flavourings are floral essences, fruit and citrus. And you get that more so on a tin note. When I open the tin and take a smell, you get the citrusy smell. It's not strong, trust me on this. It's quite delicate, but you get a wonderful smell of tobacco that you know is good tobacco. It's very fresh. It's not dull. A vibrant tobacco. This is a very good quality tobacco. A very sensible mix. It stood the test of time, and this has been around a very long time, and has a very, very mature following and solid following of people. Like I started smoking this, oh my goodness, when? Can't remember, it was so long ago, when it was Murray's, before I went to Scandinavia Tobacco Group, and I loved it right from the beginning. And I remember when it went to Scandinavia Tobacco Group, I thought, oh my goodness, we've lost another blend there, that's not going to be the same again. I don't think that's correct. I think this is bread, not bread. Not a cow. It's blended exactly the same. Like, it was in their interest to make it exactly the same because they had a huge following. How are they going to change the recipe, were they? So now it's beginning to get into its rhythm now, and you can begin to feel the flavours now. It's at this stage where you get the slight fruity essence. It really isn't strong. It's almost like it's an afterthought, because this is definitely tobacco forward with a assistance of an essence, and it's a secret essence that they refuse to tell anyone what it is. Great marketing ploy as well, but it really is good. It's not overpowering, so it's a medium, mild to medium. It's not too mild, and it's not overly medium. It's just an in between, nice. It's almost like just right, which is where you want it to be, isn't it? And every time I buy into a tin of this, I open it to let it breathe. That's if I want to smoke it straight away. If I want to keep it, then obviously I wouldn't open it. But I very rarely buy these in bulk. I just buy them to smoke almost immediately, or a week later maybe. So I'd open it, get a really beautiful flavour smell from the tin, and I just put the tin, close the tin again. It's still sealed, but it's not airtight any longer, as in a vacuum seal. And I put it in my cupboard, and I'll just leave it there. But that just dries out ever so small, not a huge amount. And that allows for me to be able to do exactly what I just did there. Rub out a flake, just one, and keep it lit all the way down the pipe. Now, I'm getting those extra flavours now. And get that little bit of a nutty. I'm not so sure of full vanilla, but it's like a hint of vanilla maybe. But it's more the taste of those beautiful Virginias, and the slight bit of burley there. And it is lovely. I cannot recommend this enough. If you like flake and you want to give something else a try, you've never tried it before, it won't let you down. This is a really old-fashioned blend from the days when they didn't really put much in the way of flavouring. They relied on quality tobacco and process and how they made the tobacco, and then time, at a time when they had time, and it was okay to have time back then, and that's when the flavours came out, and that's how we benefited from them. Nothing was speeded up, it was done correctly. And I'm fairly sure it's done exactly the same process now, but in bulk now. So for me now, that's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling and to be able to share with you one of my favourite flakes. My other favourite was the Dunhill, which is now Peterson Flake. I think they have University Flake and a few others, and they're all very similar, to be honest. Some slightly stronger than others. This one's not too strong, so you could enjoy this all through the day. You could have this as your first smoke for the day if you didn't like early morning pipe. This would be perfectly agreeable for that. Actually, I promised you earlier, see if I can find the original tin that I used to use. One moment now. There we go. So many tins in here. That. That was the way they used to come. It's all a bit rusty, that tin now, look. And that was the way packaged. My lord, there's some left in this. Ho, ho. Oh wow, I thought it was empty. A bit dry though. I don't think that'll be much good. I'll keep that anyway, just for the posterity. Yeah. Can you see as well? They used to have a little picture of a tobacco leaf on the sticker and then on the label here, look. Beautiful. And then the tin. See, that tin would go in your pocket. This tin, the difference in size, that don't go into your pocket. It's a right pain. And yet, same inside. Square, look like that now. There's no nice picture of the tobacco leaf or anything anymore. It's all gone. It's the little things, isn't it, that make things beautiful. It's just the little things. And it's not like we're paying a lot. We're paying a lot of money for this. But I don't know. Anyway, that's the Erinmore Flake for you. I just think it's wonderful. It's a nice rounded flavour, nice and creamy in the mouth. A little bit of citrus, but very so minuscule, really, in my mind. But maybe my palate's not as what it used to be. I don't know. But beautiful. See how it's just wisping out the end of the pipe, staying lit. It's still moist, but it's just right. And this was the other one that I used to love. Erinmore Flake. There's a little bit left in that too. And then look, surprise, surprise, exactly the same inside, look. Can you see? Maybe a little bit darker. But can you see all the oils that are coming up and tint on the tin? Absolutely wonderful. So there we have it. Erinmore Flake. Do go out and buy it. Try it. You will enjoy it. Don't smoke it straight away. Or if you are, you need to take a flake out and aerate it a bit and let it dry out. But enjoy it. You really will. I cannot stress how much I like that. It's just such a nice, a good solid smoke. That to me is a 9. I'd give it a 10, but that would be all. That would be just. I don't know. That would be wrong, wouldn't it? But yes, I love it. But I'm biased. I've been smoking this for years. So, the next one I'll take you through will be the Erinmore mixture. Now that is new to me because I've never tried that. So that would be like a proper, a full, like a first taste for me. And I compare it to this one. So that's it, my friends. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this, please do subscribe, hit the like button, and a comment is always appreciated. And I do try to reply to all the comments, and yeah, let me know how you get on. And if you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know, because not everyone's going to like all the same tobaccos. That's the beauty of the world we live in, isn't it? We all have choice, and we all have different tastes. The main thing is we just enjoy the ritual of the pipe. We enjoy the whole purpose of filling the pipe, sitting back, relaxing, and just enjoying things. Thanks very much. All the very best. Until next time, good luck.